Hello and welcome. I am Sandeep Kumar Sahu, social science teacher. Today we will discuss about the France Revolution, class 9, NCERT first chapter. The impact of France Revolution is long-lasting in the history, and it first time overthrown the monarchical government and set up the people's government. We will study about France Revolution in this video. So in this map we could see that different continents are there, like North America, South America, Australia, Asia and Europe and Antarctica. So France is the country of Europe. We will study further about this chapter. So Versailles is the capital city of France, which is the main cause of France Revolution. How? We will study in further slides. So before going to start France Revolution, we first have to understand what is a revolution. So it is a political upheaval of a nation state characterized by great changes. So we can say that revolution is action taken by a large group of people to try to change the government or a country, especially in a violent action. It is also a revolution may be result of sudden overthrown established government system forced by the bloodshed. So France Revolution is a perfect example of that, where the mass has overthrown the monarchical government and set up its people's government. It can be also a great change come slowly. It can be also slowly process. We can say that like the industrial revolution. As we know that industrial revolution is a gradual process where the manufacture and the goods and services is developed through the over period of time. Now we will read about the France Revolution. So the France Revolution was the mass uprising of the people in France against the dictatorial and anti-people policy of the monarch. So France Revolution is the mass revolution of the common people against the monarchical government, against the dictatorial government whose policies are against the common masses. It started into 14th July 1789. So 14th of July 1789 is one of the important date of the France Revolution, which started the incident and storming the Bastille. Introduction. So today we often taken the idea of liberty. The idea of liberty and freedom and equality is granted. In the modern democracy, we often think that the idea of liberty, freedom and equality are granted, but we need to remain ourselves that these ideas also have long history. The liberty, freedom and equality is not all of a sudden. It is a long history from which we derived these ideas. So this history can find its origin in France Revolution. So we get the liberty, the freedom and the equality from the France Revolution. So the France Revolution plays an important role for getting these ideas. To lead to end the monarchical government, it led to end the monarchical government, end of the society based privileges, and it also ended the special privileges for the certain society people of the society, gave away the new system of governance etc. It declared that idea that all individuals had right and could claim equality. So from France Revolution we learned that all are equal, there should not be any discrimination, there should not be any special privileges for any community in the country. These nations of equality and freedom emerged as the central idea of a new age. So these the equality, fraternity and the liberty, the three ideas which is emerged the central idea of this France Revolution. Here we will discuss one by one the causes, the events and the consequences of France Revolution. So first we will discuss the political causes. So in the year of 1974, Louis XVI is the Bourbon family of king ascended the throne in France. So in the year of 1974, Louis XVI, who is from the Bourbon family, has ascended the throne of France. He is only 20 years old when he married to the Austrian princess Marie Antoinette, who always interfered with the administration process. So Marie Antoinette, who is the Austrian princess, she always liked to be interfere with the administrative process of the king. And Louis XVI is also a absolute monarch. Okay, so he had a huge army. Louis XVI has a huge army and built a big extravagant court and immense palace of Versailles. As we before looked at that, he has built a immense palace which is Versailles, we could see here, and it drain a wealth of the France. So most of the taxes which are paid by the common people of the society are used for the extravagant lifestyle, lavish lifestyle of the king and the queen and the palace of Versailles. The common people who are had no say, they have no right in the administrative process. So the common people have no idea or no right about the administrative process. All bureaucrats, जितने भी bureaucrats थे, all bureaucrats had occupied the aristocrats. So only aristocrats are there, or only aristocrats are allowed for the bureaucratic process. So now we will discuss about the different state generals. Okay, so there was a political body known as state general. So एक political body था फ्रांस में, उसका नाम था state general, to which 3 states sent to their representatives. So all 3 states will send representatives to the state general. However, the monarch alone, so monarch has the alone right. So monarchical king जो थे उसका solo right था कि वो कब मीटिंग को बुलाए. ओके, सो लास्ट टाइम उन्होंने बुलाया था 1614 में. So is a long year से back. Each state had 1 vote. So all 3 states have 1 vote irrespective of their number. वो कितने भी रिप्रेजेंटेटिव्स क्यों ना हो, एक स्टेट का एक ही वोट है. ओके, सो द स्टेट जनरल हैड पावर टू इंक्रीज टैक्सेस. तो ओनली द स्टेट जनरल हैज द पावर. स्टेट जनरल के पास ही ओनली सोलो पावर था कि वो इंक्रीज कर सके टैक्स रेट को. वो 3 स्टेट कौन थे, फर्दर स्लाइड में हम पढ़ेंगे. द सोशल कॉजेस. So what are the main social causes in the France, which the outbreak of the revolution. So France society in the 18th century was divided into 3 states. So like clergies, like the nobilities and the common people. The first state is clergies, the second state is nobilities, the third state is common peoples. So the number of the least 2 states enjoy privilege by birth. So the 2 states like the clergies and nobilities enjoys the privileges by birth. Peasants made of 90% of the total population. However, only a small number of them owned the land cultivated. So the peasants जो थे वो थर्ड स्टेट के थे यानी कॉमन पीपल के थे, वो 90% थे, बट most of them are landless. Okay, about 60% of land is owned by nobles. Means जो 60% land था वो only 10% people के पास था, और another 40% land in the hands of 90% people. Okay, so peasants were obliged to render free service to the lords. So there most of the time the peasants provide a render free service to their lords, such as house in the field, हाउस में काम करना हो, फील्ड में काम करना हो, तो सो फ्री में वो अपना सर्विस देते थे और फ्री में अपने आर्मी फॉर द कंट्री एंड ऑल्सो पार्टिसिपेट इन द बिल्डिंग ऑफ रोड्स. सो किंग के द्वारा जो भी गवर्नमेंट की बिल्डिंग्स बनाए जाते थे, जो भी रोड कंस्ट्रक्शन होता था, वो फ्री में विदाउट एनी चार्जेस और विदाउट एनी सैलरी दे आर प्रोवाइडिंग देयर फ्री सर्विसेज. Economic causes. So what are the economic causes in the France which is the main cause of outbreak of revolutions? So the economic causes are France economy was based on the revenue from land and the feudal system. So there are two sources of revenue. दो ही source थे. First is the land tax and the feudal system. So we may say that the feudal system is a system which existed in the Middle Age in Europe, in which people worked and fought for a person who owned land and received land and protection from return. So they will get the protection in return. During Louis XVI, France had 2 billion livre debt. So during the time of Louis XVI, there are already 2 billion livre debt. The government charged huge taxes from the third estate. So one thing we should remember here, only the third estate has paying the taxes. So the government charging a high amount of taxes on the third estate only. Then including the direct tax like taxes and a number of indirect taxes which were lived articles of everybody's consumption. So there are two type of taxes are there. One is direct tax, which is taxes, and different type of indirect taxes they are imposing for the everybody the articles they are buying from the market. The first two states were exempted from the paying taxes. The first two states जो क्लर्जी थे और नोबल थे, उन्हें कोई प्रकार का टैक्स नहीं देना पड़ता था. And the church too extracted its share from taxes called the tithes. So one type of another tax which the church is imposing, that is tithes, means 1/10 of the production the peasants. The peasants जो है जितना प्रोडक्शन करेंगे उसका 1/10 वो चर्च को एज ए टैक्स देंगे. Useless wars. So there are different. Another cause is useless wars. In 1776, France helped 13 American colonies to gain their independence from Britain. So, in the year of 1776, France helped America to independent of 13 colonies. This added more than a billion livre of debt. 2 billion which is reached to 3 billion. So पहले हमने पढ़ा था the France government already have the 2 billion of loan and now it is increased to 3 billion loan because of the continuous war. Leaders who gave state credit now begin to charge 10%. So those leaders who paid the loans to the government or the king, now they are charging 10% interest. So it is very much. The France government spent 43% in the budget interest payment only. So from this pie chart it is very clear that the France government is paying that much for the debt payment and war department 25%. So almost half, more than half they are wasting and the common people are not give any kind of help by the king. Okay, so to meet the regular expenses such as the cost of maintaining of army, so आर्मी का मेंटेन करने के लिए, कोर्ट का मेंटेन करने के लिए, रनिंग द गवर्नमेंट ऑफिस को एंड यूनिवर्सिटी को रन करने के लिए जो टैक्सेस उनकी जो इनकम की ज़रूरत थी, they want to increase the taxes. So only source could generate income, that is to take more and more taxes. And we know that the third estate is the only taxpayer, not the clergies and the nobilities. Now we will study about the growing middle classes. सो मिडिल क्लासेस का ग्रो होना कैसे फ्रांस रिवॉल्यूशन में इम्पैक्ट लाया. So, the 18th century witnessed a emergence of social groups termed as the middle class. जो the third state था, जो common people का state था, वहाँ पर एक ऐसा social group बना, those who are the emerge as the educated. They are the educators, they are the lawyers, they are the doctors, they are the teachers. So they now growing up. All those who educated and believed that no group in society should be privileged by birth rather than a person social position must be in his merit. So जो ये educated थे थर्ड स्टेट का, they believe that किसी को भी जन्म के अधिकार से privileges नहीं मिलना चाहिए. According to his merit वो सोशल में पोजीशन होनी चाहिए. These leaders demanded a society based on the freedom, equal law and opportunity for all. So उनका 3 demands था. First is freedom for all. There should not be any discrimination as far as freedom is concerned. And equal of laws means all citizens should be equal before law. There should not be any privilege for any social group in the society and opportunity for all. And every state को, every society को equal opportunity मिलना चाहिए. Okay. So substance crisis. What is substance crisis? An extreme situation when the basic means of livelihood are in danger. So substance crisis एक ऐसा situation है where the basic needs, जो basic needs है, जो food is our basic need, which is in danger, that is called the substance crisis. Okay. Why this occur? What is the cause behind it? The main cause is the increasement in population. So जो 23 million जो population था in 1715, that increased to 28 million in 1719. So there is an increasement of 5 million people in the France. So this lead to a rapid increase in the demand of food grains. So more people means more demand for food grains. Okay. So production of grains could not keep pace with the land. So then they not used the modern means of techniques of for cultivation. That is why their food grains has not increased, but the population has increased. This leads to a inflation. So inflation is where the price of general goods and services increased. That is called inflation. So जो price था basic food का, जो bread available था उसका, the price is increased, which create a very bad impact or a worsened situation in the France. This became a worse whenever drought and hail reduced the harvest. Again, droughts and hails also reduced the harvest in the France. So, age of enlightenment. So, during 17th century to 18th century, there was the age of enlightenment. So 17th century to 18th century is called the age of enlightenment. Various philosophers put forward their theories for the state to be based on the equality and freedom. So different philosophers gave their idea about the equality and the freedom in the society. So John Locke is one of them. He is one of them. In the True Treatise of Government, treatise means a long book. He wrote a book which is the True Treatise of Government, where he refuted that doctrine of divine and the absolute right of monarch, where he declared that the absolute right of monarch should be refuted from the society. There should not be any doctrine of divine. Okay. So the Rousseau, who proposed a government based on social contract. So in his book Social Contract, he writes that there should be a healthy relationship between the peoples and representatives. So जो representatives है और the people say there should be a healthy relation between them. The king could not be the absolute monarch. He could not control the people. He had to listen what the peoples want in the society. And another philosopher, which is Montesquieu, In his book Spirit of Law, he described that is Montesquieu who described that proposed a division of power within the three organs of the government like legislative, executive and the judiciary. Legislative means the lawmaking body, executive means who executes the laws and judiciary means who check the laws. So power जो है वो डिवीजन होना चाहिए, ना कि एक ही हाथ में, और शुड नॉट बी डिक्टेटरशिप लाइक द किंग. सो पावर को डिवाइड करेंगे लेजिस्लेटिव में, एग्जीक्यूटिव में, जुडिशियरी में, देन इट कुड बी बेटर फॉर द पीपल. These ideas reveal outbreak of the people. So जो peoples थे फ्रांस के, they are very much influenced or inspired by the all three professionals, all the philosophers of the society. Events. So we will study about different events like session one by one. Session of the States Generals. So, in the year of 1789, there is a session on 5th May. On 5th May 1789, Louis XVI called together Assembly of States General. जो हमने पढ़ा था स्टेट जनरल का असेंबली लास्ट टाइम बुलाया गया था 150 years back. Now they called in 5th May of 1789 in the halls of Versailles. So जो halls थे यहाँ हम देख सकते हैं. That is the hall of the Versailles where presented all the representatives of the states to pass a proposal to new tax. So tax को बढ़ाया जाए क्योंकि फ्रांस में ऑलरेडी 3 बिलियन लीवर लोन हो चुका है. To for that reason the king want to improve or to increase the tax rate. So the first state and the second states were 3 representatives. तो clergies थे, the nobilities थे, वहाँ पर 300 ईच रिप्रेजेंटेटिव्स थे. और जो थर्ड स्टेट था, दो कॉमन पीपल का स्टेट था, वहाँ पर 600 एजुकेटेड मेंबर्स थे. पिजांट्स, आर्टिस्ट एंड वुमेन्स. थर्ड स्टेट के पिजांट्स को, आर्टिस्ट को एंड वुमेन्स को उस मीटिंग में नहीं बुलाया गया था. ओके. सो वोटिंग ऑफ द स्टेट जनरल इन द पास्ट हैड बीन conducted according to the principle that each state had one vote. We have already discussed each representatives, each जो states थे वहाँ पर उनकी वोट का काउंट 1 ही होता था irrespective of their numbers. So the number जो है वो थर्ड स्टेट का ज़्यादा है, still they have only 1 vote. Okay. So members of the third state demanded voting now to be conducted on the assembly as a whole. तो assembly as a whole लेना चाहिए और वोट की काउंट करना चाहिए. Where each member could have 1 vote. Means 300 plus 600 means all 1200 people have vote value of 1. Okay. But the king rejected the proposal because as know that king ने इस proposal को reject कर दिया. For that reason third state walked out from the assembly in protest. जो थर्ड स्टेट थे वो प्रोटेस्ट के लिए असेंबली से बाहर हो गए.